everything, this is how I look at the world. I look at everything as being energy. Everything solid is just energy. It's just matter that is tightly compacted to match a certain frequency, and that's, you know, it could be a rock, it could be your phone, it could be different things put together in different forms. It's all frequency. It's all matter. It's all vibrating at a very high rate of speed. And I believe everything physical has a frequency, and everything non-physical has a frequency too. So the air, it's matter. It's your thought has a frequency. You know, when you're depressed, you feel like you're weighed down. You know, when you take something off your chest, that was a frequency that you took out by telling the truth, for example, or by knowing the truth or the reality of something. You figure out. You see certain things. You know, it's like a realization. And once you realize that everything is a frequency, so that person that is in a bad mood and that's saying things to you that is upsetting you, just know that their frequency was off. So they're taking words, frequencies, and putting it on you, or you're hearing them from your eardrums, and you're interpreting it as something negative, and you're keeping that energy, you're keeping that thought, that mindset, and that's weighing you down. So I go around life now realizing that everything is a frequency, at a certain vibrational frequency, and I take it or leave it, you know. So if someone says something to me that's rude, I understand why they're saying that. It's just their self. They hate themselves, and they see something in you that they don't have the strength to get to on their own. So they take that negative, you know, energy out on you. Or some people are so embedded in the system that they believe that it's not right, or they have a certain mindset about certain things. You know, some people think that money is the root of all evil. So do you think subconsciously that person is gonna invite money into their life? Or if they got money by chance, or I don't believe in chance, but if they got money somehow, do you think it would benefit them in a holistic sense? No. You know, it's all about energy, and seeing life that way. It's like you're Neo. You know, we're in the Matrix. You know, everything is just light. You know, going back into our eyes and creating this reality that we know of. And the truth of the matter is that we can create our own reality. If you have a thought, and it's of pure intention and pure thought, and you're putting all your energy into, say, your business, then that energy that you're putting into it will go somewhere. It's going to show in the product, or it's going to show in the food you make. If you're an awesome cook, if you have a really artistic mind and you know how to put together different foods, it'll show, because that knowledge took energy. That knowledge took some kind of learning you had to do to get to that level, and it shows in the food. You know, why does a Ferrari cost, you know, $300,000, and a regular Honda, which is nothing wrong with it, a Honda, say a new Honda, costs $30,000, and a Ferrari costs $300,000. You know, when people look at a Ferrari, they see that, they know that it took a certain level of money to acquire, but money is nothing. Money is just a number. You know, put on some cotton. That's it. It's just nothing. Money does not exist. It's just your time and energy that you acquire money, and then with that money you bought this $300,000 car. And people see that, and they know that that person, to get to that level of to get a Ferrari, they had to be a certain kind of person. And that's why people are revered more when they have more money. I mean, people in society listen to them more, but it's just energy, and you have to realize that having nice things around you, that's just having nice energy around you. Like, would I want my clothes to be from H&M compared to from Tom Ford collection, or what's that guy's name? Ralph Lauren collection, the black collection. That's like a T-shirt will cost you, a polo will cost you like $1,400, as opposed to the regular stuff that's made in a sweatshop will cost, say, $30. You know, what's the difference? One you put on, you feel better, and one you put on, you might feel better, but it's not the best quality. And there's something better out there. It's because the energy it took to make that was different than the energy that cheap sweatshop stuff took to make. So that's why when you wear something that's really high-end designer stuff, it's made by their team, and you got their vision of a shirt, their material, their manifestation. You have it now. You have that energy that they created, that shirt, and it makes you feel better. That's why when people wear designer clothes and really expensive clothes, it just so happen it's expensive, because quality things are expensive, because it took a different level of energy to acquire those materials. It took a different level of energy to even come up with that concept, to put together a team, and they can charge that much for it, because people realize that if you want to live a life of abundance and wealth, you have to have good energies around you. That means people too. You have to have stand-up people around you. You have to have people that lift you up, not put you down. You have to be around people that don't complain. You have to be around people that have ambition, that know the realization of how we are, of this world, of that things the way they're going right now, it's not right. The life we've been told to live right now is not the right way to live. And it shows by us, by our bodies, by our actions, by everything around us. It shows that the system is not right. And this system is put in there on purpose, exactly for that reason, so the masses are out of alignment of reality. And while they have full control over all the resources, the way you think, what you eat, everything, while they have heaven on earth. It's heaven on earth for them. And that's the big lie, that we've been told, that we're not allowed to have heaven on earth because heaven is after we die. No. Heaven is what you make of it. It's all in the mind. I know it's controversial, but I believe that our teachings from the past, from enlightened people, it's been twisted and turned around in a way that doesn't allow us to reach our spiritual potential, to reach that awareness, to reach that realization. And that's why I think the people in the past, the Sahabas and the prophets, were so successful in terms of spirit and life, is because they knew the truth. What we have now is not the truth in any religion. I know it's controversial, but I have to say it. And I'm going to leave it at that.